do 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 do. Try to get the sound up. Maybe now my mic will work. We can hope at any rate. Dun, 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 dun. Do 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 do. Heh ha. My mic's quiet. Okay. That's How do I fix that? That's a good question. Properties. Bonk. Nope, 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 nope. That's not gonna do it. Advanced. Audio properties. What happens if we turn it up? Let's try that. Is that any better? Maybe? I don't know. Hit close now. Thumbs up. Okay, that's better. Good. I was afraid it was going to be awful. Is it super quiet or is it like useful quiet? It's a-okay. Okay. Yay! Okay. Okay, okay. That's good. Cool. Alright. Then I probably ought to turn that down, but that's okay. Unfortunately, sound didn't work last time, which is very disappointing. But that's okay. So, Jack, you don't have to hang out if you don't want to. I appreciate you with the sounding testing if you're still there. And if you're not, that's okay too. Let's pull up Barry. And I put Barry. I believe he was in the confusable entity. He was. Bam! So let's get some bits and pieces. Let's do some walk-ins and talk-ins. So, I said last time I logged off that way I was going to, that nobody heard, unfortunately, that I was going to, there we go, that'll work. Do some reorganization before I logged back in to do this. I've done that. This is just my adventuring gear. It'll have like the gold key for that we got really lucky and found for the dungeon, some fallen stars so we can raise our mana, and the desert fossil for when we get an extractinator, we can extractinate it. Up here is potions, so when I want to fight a boss or need something in particular, I can do potion fightings. My equipment drawer, or just, you know, various equipments that I may or may not need. That'll get organized later. I built a trapdoor. Whoop. Saren's gonna be happy that that trapdoor works better than the one in the game she and I play together. Ooh. My atoms box. That's another Saren word invention for this, which contains all the material blocks. Ores, where I put my actual ore, and bars made from those ores, but also gems and things. I need to make that message real quick. Sorry. Let's see what else we got. Materials for constructing and you know, when you want to make stuff. The date bloom actually should be in plants. Whoops. This is a dye, which is not used to make like potions or anything, but I should probably put that in plants as well. Fish for when I fish stuff up. Day bloom, blinker, moon glow, day bloom. Here we are. That makes dye. We'll put down here. There's my gem corns, or some of my gem corns. Anyway, there's I think 3 more I don't have: topaz, amber, and diamond. Oh, 4 more, and emerald. I knew there was another one. Building, this is where I put stuff like, for example, if I'm going to build a house or whatever. It's also where I put things for traps. Ooh, that's right. One of the things we want to do is build a graveyard. So we'll pull these out. We won't have enough to start the graveyard yet because you have to have 4 and a bunch of other stuff. I'd found at one point a keg. Ooh, ladybug. I found a keg which is used for brewing beers and stuff. Ladybug. Bam, bam, bam. This one right here is a living loom. It's for making live wood. So if you come in here, see now I can make living wood platforms, living wood walls, and I can skip under all the regular wood stuff. And there will be living wood chairs and doors and benches and so on and so forth. So it's just a different design set. You can make all these things out of so much stuff. A loom for crafting silk, which you then use silk to make beds. Table saw, which opens up making certain... Oh! I didn't have to make some more silk. Which means I might have enough to make a bed. Hang on. While we're thinking about it. Oh, and I can make a couch too. A little sofa. But I want to make a bed. Bam! I can make a bed. Good. Sawmill opens up making of things like, dressers and bookcases. Actually, I think dressers and bookcases might be normal, but it opens up a lot of stuff. Anvil for crafting ore stuff. Regular old workbench for most modern, and it also serves as the table in most houses. I do need a big table. Not a banquet table. I don't need that big of a table. I need a wooden table like that. And I'll need a chair to go with it. This right here is the pink vase. It's for crafting potions. So if I have the bottles and the plants, then I should see... I don't know if I have enough to make any potions actually, but then next to that little bottle, then I'll have a thing to make potions. See? Oh, there's a couple. The lesser healing potion. I can make it a mushroom gel in bottles. I have 30 of them, so I don't really need to make any. But let's put that in plants. That makes sense to put it there. Fish for when you go fishing. I don't have a fishing set. So what we'll do is we'll come in here into building. We'll take a gold chest. I like using water chests for that, but we can change it later. Oops, gotta open the trapdoor. Duh. There we go. That was dumb. And we'll come over here, and next to my adventuring gear, I will put fishing gear. And we'll put in the ladybugs that we have right now, because that is fish bait. Oh, there's, I think I explained this last time. Oh, hey, that's right, I'd forgotten. I don't use the fishing at this point, because I got the money trough last time. Which you guys didn't hear me run that explanation, but the money trough, what it does is it allows me to summon my piggy bank, this thing, which allows me to, anywhere. So the piggy bank, all of these chests are specific to this world. If I take this character, if I take Barry into another world, then he won't have any of this stuff, but he will have the stuff in his piggy bank. And so I'm keeping the fishing stuff in here because since I got the money trough, which summons a flying piggy bank, see, I'll walk away from my piggy bank and I'll open it again, and there it is. Since I can do that anywhere because I have the money trough, because I got super frickin' lucky in that first blood moon. That's why all my fishing stuff's in there, because I don't have to have a spare fishing spot. I probably will put one together eventually anyway, but I had forgotten. Now, I built a wooden table, and it needs a table with a chair. I need that next to it so I can do clockwork stuff. In fact, I will make a clockwork piece right now. I need gold bars, and I need chain. And I don't actually need gold bars to do this. I can use silver, or I can use copper as well. But Or if I'm in a world that doesn't have those, I can use platinum or whatever. But I'm going to make the gold watch because the gold watch is what is used in a higher level crafting piece to create uh, um, eventually it creates a cell phone. But notice over here on the side now it tells me what time of day it is, the game day, game time. Can I catch it? Nope, not quite. Okay, that's okay. They sell cheap. Now I also have some of my favorite things here. I have the Scarab Bomb, which is new in 1.4. Oh, and my bed. Let me put my bed up in here somewhere. Can I? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Can't put them in those places. I think I can put it here. Nope, it's too big. Okay, that's okay. We will move this stuff over slightly so I will build a better place to put my bed later. But this time, if I die, see it says spawn point set in the bottom bottom left corner here. So it sets my spawn point, so when I die, instead of appearing out here where the squirrel is, I'll actually appear next to the bed. Super useful. You can also, new in 1.4, we can sleep in it, and it makes time pass by like 5 times faster. Oh, and a bonus of doing that is it increases the spawn rate of falling stars. So once we hit nighttime, which is at 7:30, bam. Great. And we hit another blood moon. Well, that's okay. Now, as done previously, let's go ahead and sell these real fast. Oh, during I think it's at night he sells illegal gun parts and silver bullets too, which is super useful because eventually I'll get enough to make the mini shark. Okay, during a blood moon, the enemy can actually open doors. Oh, a demon eye banner. Hang on. Bonk. I'm gonna hang that real quick. This, if we place it, you get damage bonuses against whatever the banner is hooked up to. So in this case, we get damage bonuses against the demon eyes, of which there are 3 or 4 different kinds. And fortunately, by playing on what's classic mode is what we're on, they don't hit quite as hard. See, we got a zombie banner. We have one down there too. They don't stack, unfortunately. But fortunately, by playing on classic mode, this is a little bit easier than it is on expert, because the enemies have less defense, less health. So I'm not and because I got lucky in last time, ooh shit, and found this mace, and then I combined the mace with 99 torches to make it a flaming mace. I can now, I'm not really in a whole lot of danger as long as I don't get overconfident, which is my #1 problem. And jump down in the middle of everything. Also, we're getting a little lucky in that these things aren't spawning super heavy at the moment. Ooh, shit. Multiplayer increases things like, I think it increases spawn rate, or at least it feels like it increases spawn rate, and stuff like that. So there's... Fall. There we go. Multiplayer increases their health and their damage and their defense as well. So if one of my friends were to join, the Blood Moon would be a little bit harder than it is now, but only a little bit for each one. It's a more or less pretty well balanced. My little birdie's cleaning up. I love it. Yeah, we actually got kind of lucky last time. We found a finch staff, which is not a guaranteed drop and is only found in living wood chests inside the living trees if you watched the last one. And I apologize again for I did not realize my microphone was not microphoning. I switched recording studios, so this one has a much different, I don't know if it'll be better, but it's a it made more sense to me, so now to edit my microphone, make sure it all works. and my friend Jack said it works, so I trust her, you know. Die, dude. Alright. Yeah. So the thing about invasions, like the Blood Moon event, is they always tend to evade around, or now this might have changed in 1.4, I'm not sure, but they always tend to evade around Central, which spawn, basically, which is your 0 left, 0 right. But most of the time, or at least in most of the time in my experience, they won't invade the house if you're not near it. Like, these zombies are going to invade the house because I'm nearby. So I could technically move like 3 or 4 screens away from the house and probably do all right. And then they wouldn't break in, see, because they disappeared, and they wouldn't, you know, kill my NPCs. But I like having the backup occasionally. Eventually, we'll get a character known as the Druid, who will put up a big swirling defense bonus. Also, look, there's the Eye Cthulhu in the background. See him? Look, he's right here. I'd ping it if I could. We haven't fought the Eye Cthulhu yet. Ow, jerk. In this game, and considering I only have 3 defense, I don't want to. Yeah, I probably should have used those gold bars to make some decent armor instead of making the watch. But I wanted to talk about it, and I wanted to show it, and honestly, I'll find more. Okay, where are we at? Not a lot of dripplers. These things are called dripplers. Not a lot of blood zombies. This is Blood Moon. This is kind of a lazy Blood Moon. I'm okay with that. There's a character, not a character, there's an enemy called the Bride and another enemy called the Groom in Blood Moons, which are zombies in a wedding dress and veil, and the zombies in top hats, which are kind of rare spawn, and they drop both the wedding set and the top hat, the wedding dress, the wedding veil, and the top hat, as vanity items. They are not worth, they're really not worth actually like wearing as armor, but there are so many vanity sets in this game, and it's one of the things I adore about it, because you can make yourself look like just about anything with enough patience and effort. For example, they also have dye. That's D-Y-E, not D-I-E. I know you know that. I was just considering what I'm fighting. So you can change the color of everything too. So right now, I've got this silver helmet here. It's pretty much the only thing I'm wearing. You can also see my precise band of regeneration on my wrists. You can see my feet are these water walking boots, and you can see the claws at the end of the water walking boots, kind of with the brisk climbing claws there. And sometimes, depending on the boots you're wearing, or whether or not you're wearing boots at all, you can see the aglet, which is I believe it's a anklet bracelet in on your character. And so we can put dye. If we look on the right here, you'll have 3 things. Oh, look, there's the Groom. See him? He's got more health, does more damage than a regular zombie, and he drops the top hat. And I think he has a higher rate to drop other stuff too. Oh, there we go. I'll show you. So we take this top hat, and this middle line here is your vanity item. So if we put the top hat there, now, you can't see it. Let me dismiss my bird. Now I'm wearing the top hat, even though I'm still wearing the silver, oh crap. And that's what happens when they open the door on you. Even though I'm still wearing the silver helmet and I'm getting the bonuses of the silver helmet, my character looks just like it's wearing the top hat, and only the top hat. Ow. And the top hat doesn't have any, like, bonuses or anything to it. Oh, shoot. Where's my... summon my Finch again. He's too useful. So the top hat, if you look, see, it's just a vanity item. There's no armor or nothing on it. You can actually avoid blood moons. You can just go deep underground and not have to deal with it, or beyond the increased zombie spawn. Or it used to be, I don't know if it still is, but it used to be you could, when you got the notice that a blood moon was starting, you could save your game, quit, and then reload, and it would force the blood moon to not spawn. But that was a while ago. I haven't tested that in a while. Oh, good. Day's over. Or night's over. Jerk. Hey. Thank you. Let's see. What all have we seen? That's right. The angler is way out there, isn't he? But he doesn't have a house out there yet. I need to build the angler a house. Yeah. That's right. There's crimson between here and there. And snow. Okay. I have been to both beaches, though. I need to build the angler house. Ooh, a black lens. That's a rare drop. A very rare drop. From the flying eyes. And that, combined with some lenses, and a couple other things that escape me at the moment, you can create one of my favorite weapons, a summoning staff, in hard mode, of course, for the optic staff, is what it's called, where it summons little copies of a boss called the Twins. Alright, we're going to put our graveyard. See, the desert's to our right. Oh no, the oasis is to our right. I don't want to put it in the oasis, so I think I'm going to go put it on the other side of this hill. Do I have my axe? Wait, my axe is in my piggy bank. Okay. Caught one of them at least. You can also, got both. You can make terrariums where you, there we go, where you put captured animals into basically a glass jar. Ooh, sunflowers. Sunflowers are cool. And then you put them on display. Kind of like, owning a pet turtle or lizard or something. Little terrarium here or there. I think we're going to put our graveyard here. I will. It takes 4 gravestones to begin the graveyard effects. Damn it! There we go. So we only have 3 gravestones right now, but that's okay. I took the sunflowers down because the sunflowers counteract a lot of stuff, including the graveyard. They also lower enemy spawn and a few other things. So I'm going to actually plant those sunflowers on the other side near my house. Because there's my sunflower buff, see? Movement speed increased, monster spawn reduced from the sunflower. And the sunflower buff's pretty wide, and I don't want to interfere with my dungeon. No, not dungeon. Graveyard. So I'm going to set my graveyard up like that. Game's going to pause a second. I want to, not shift tab, alt tab. Hey, Lucky Jack put a heart in. I like Jack. Jack's good people. Oh! My friend Meandrus is here too. Hi, Meandrus. I wasn't necessarily expecting you to show, but I'm glad you did. I know Terraria is not your favorite thing to watch, but hi. So we're going to go this way. Way this way. Because we're going to see... Oh, that's right. We had the really funky crimson setup, didn't we? Woo, that's okay. We're not going to go underground crimson just yet. I have to build a big old arena in an underground Crimson for the Brain of Cthulhu. I think is the boss that's in the Crimson. We are not anywhere close to doing that. We don't even have decent armor yet. I have a grand total of 3 defense, which is not worth. Ow. I hate those stupid little vines. When they're just one little piece of vine, they're so hard to see. Back off, face monster. Ow. I love the new backgrounds, by the way. I mean, just look at that backdrop. It used to just be like red mountains and stuff, and now it's that big-ass dragon thing, and now we're in the cold in the woods. Ooh. Yeah, I got 1,800 shells. I'll be fine. 1,800 musket balls. Haha! Can't get me, slimy boy. Oh, and we're back to the Crimson side. We're about, what, halfway through the Crimson, maybe? Something I was talking about last time, but again, microphone wasn't working, or wasn't recording. Oh, look, it's a windy day. I love that. That's something new they added, too. It's a windy day, so the slimes get little balloons. I think it's really cute. I also really love my cute little finch on my head, but I'm actually kind of... Ooh, crimson torches. Let me grab those real quick. I'm really sad you can't craft the finch torch just because it's super cute. I did just pick up something. What did I just do? Oh, the crimson torches. So one of the changes they made that in this recent patch was they added a luck factor that you could influence up to 20% better drop rates by having certain aspects and things in, and I don't remember what they all are. Like touching a ladybug gives you one, but one of them is having the correct torch or torches right nearby. And so they also created more biome specific torches. They had some biome specific torches before, but now there's quite a few more. I love that little pasture desert for no reason right there. And we're getting closer. Now that we've passed that, we're about halfway to the ocean. Part of the reason why I want to build, or I want to go to the ocean is there's a thing in the game now called pylons, where if your NPCs are happy enough, they'll sell you a pylon, and they're really cool looking, or at least I think they are. And you then can teleport between pylons, which makes travel in the game a lot easier. And part of the reason, oh, I hate those. Oh, good. That, my friends, was an angry dandelion. They don't have a whole heck of a lot of health, fortunately. Stupid balloon. But what they do is a lot of damage if you get hit by it. So, oh, we're getting close to the ocean. There's a goblin scout. We're in the outer third, basically. Ow. So they shoot the little things at you, and if it hits you, it hurts a lot. But like I said, they don't have a lot of hit points, but they look like plants, and so they'll blend in. And I've died to them so many times because they blend in, and I'm just like la 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 la, working my way across, and then all of a sudden, plat, and I die, and I realize, oh no, I got hit by an angry dandelion. It sucks, but whatever. Let's see. Here is the tree where we found our finch staff. I was very happy about that. He's very cute. Let's go build us a house for the angler. And I'm actually going to move the arms dealer into the same house as the angler because he likes the desert, and I'm pretty sure the ocean biome counts as a desert. Because if I can get them happy enough, I'll be able to purchase the jerk. Boy, I'm a bad shot today. Hang on. There we go. I'll be able to purchase the pylon. I cannot currently purchase a pylon at main house because I have more NPCs there than I need. Something I talked about previously that again didn't get recorded because apparently I wasn't transmitting last time and didn't know that. So let's get out my axe. Put this away. Let's get out our axe and let's get us some palm wood. Palm wood is, I think, one of my favorite looking woods in this game, and there's quite a few different options. But palm wood... Oh, seagull noise. That's new. Seagulls weren't in the game before. Palm wood, I think, just is... It really kind of captures that stereotypical beach shack look, and I like it a lot. I try to at least be semi-thematic when I do building things. I got 67. Yeah, we'll take these down. Build, then we'll replant the trees. Simply because it's fun. And also, why not? Okay, 114. That's good. I'm gonna knock that down. There are also desert torches, which I don't have any of. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I want to 1, 2, about that high. Yeah. 3. Okay. Now that's my door height. So I'll come up 1 more from door height. Okay. Then I'll put a little thing here. Then I'll craft me a palm wood bench. I'm going to craft me some palm wood platforms. This way I can fish through. I like giving a nice big spot to fish on. And just in case I decide, one of my friends wants to come along or something. Now if I go too much further down, I can go 1 more, but then when I fish, it won't count all the ocean, it'll only count this little spot. So I leave just enough gap, well, basically a 1 block gap above the ocean. Let's go ahead and make a palm wood door to put here. Now this is just the fishing shack. We'll build a nicer little fishing house for the fisherman, the angler, that's what they call him. In a minute. Okay. I'll need more wood for that, of course. Let's break that. We're going to bring it over here, and we're going to put kind of a palm lantern to give us some fishing sight, and we'll get a little fishing chair. And then now it should be suitable enough. Nope, not valid. So not enough floor, basically. So hi dolphin. This stuff doesn't count as floor. So one of the things we'll have to do eventually, anyway, is well, it doesn't matter because I don't want him to move in anyway. But what it's for is producing shoot. What the hell was I saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the minimum. There we go. Wait, that's 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, that's 9. That's 7, not 8. That's 8. There we go. 8's the minimum for people to move in. Palmwood lantern, because I like the way they look. And a palmwood chair. Bamf. 12, and that's not enough to do the whole thing, but that's okay. What was I saying? Oh, we were talking about the... We were talking about the... Right, I remember what I was going to say. So, the normally when I do stilted houses, I prefer using stilts. Beam, I think is what it's called, because I think it looks good, and then you can walk past it because it's a background object, not a foreground object. But when making fishing houses, I always try to block off with regular wood the side that causes the most problem, which in this case is going to be the side that faces spawn away from the ocean. Like I already explained why I build the fishy side like that, but I always put this here so enemies can't walk underneath and then jump up and get me or shoot me or something. So now I put that there, and I get 20 total, and this should let me, there we go. Okay, that should let me move. It's suitable, so we're going to move James in there. Now James isn't going to actually move in there yet because he can't reach. Now I can force him to move in by moving off to one side, but instead what I'm going to do, like if I get too far off to one away from everything, I can make it so where he walks in. But instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to place some platform. I'm going to take this hammer I made and I'm going to smack the platform and form stairs. See? Then I need, I think I have to have the sawmill to make beams. Let's see. His happiness, he's good and happy. He gives me a quest so I can go underground, and the quest is good until 4:30 in the morning. Well, unfortunately for me, at least, it's currently 9 p.m. By the time I find it and then walk back, I'm not going to do very well. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to stay here. We're going to go ahead and build another little apartment piece on top here. And that was dumb because I just did that, but whatever. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what we're going to do once we've built this little apartment piece is we'll move somebody else into it. I prefer, let's go ahead and use we'll use the candelabra, I think. How much palm wood do I have? 25? Yeah, we'll do the candelabra for this one. So I got 4, I need 32, I think, to do the entire interior. It's either 32 or 36. So now this should be suitable. It is. And so we're going to move the arms dealer for right now. Eventually the arms dealer is going to move in with the nurse because he's loved the nurse. Now the arms dealer will actually start moving this direction. See? Slowly but surely. But I really don't want him to go walking at night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and we're going to see if he teleports up. There, see? It's hard to see on the mini-map, but once you get far enough away, they just teleport to their rooms. And the reason I moved him here is because if he's happy enough, and he is not, shoot. Which means the ocean biome probably doesn't count as desert, would be my guess. That's okay. That's okay. We can always walk back later if we need to. And we will need to. But now that we've got this way, Philip here isn't going to die on us. Because we don't want Philip to die on us. There's a lot of hate online right now for Philip. Which he's very brash and he's kind of rude. So I kind of understand it. But at the same point in time, I'm like, guys, it's strange. Granted, his name's not always Philip either. BT Dubs. He's often, let's see, these materials, they are materials. Not sure what they make. We'll find out eventually. Crimson Torch, that's going to go into building until I'm ready to go building. And I realize a lot of that joking is joking. Of course, the hate for, nope, that's Fire Blossom. The hate for Philip, for the fisherman. But like so many things in life, I don't know. I don't see the need to be vitrolic. Sell that. Gonna replant those. Need those. Material. I thought this was in... Didn't I have that in materials a minute ago? No, it's in my adventure box. That's right. My bad. Bonk. There we go. So in my piggy bank, which is where we keep our fishing stuff, and we're keeping our axe. I'm going to go ahead and put the palm wood in there, because I'll need some later. Okay. Ooh. Another thing I absolutely adore. During the rainy days, the goldfish just walk around, and worms naturally spawn. Worms are great bait. 1, 2, and we'll come a little further. 3, 4. I like planting them in groups of 2. But since I only have 10, we'll end up doing 5 instead of 4 on that side. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, we won't go there. Okay, we'll go on the other side of our rope. Catch us some more worms. Okay. Frank, shop. See, and I have one too many people nearby. So I need to move somebody. Generally the demolitionist. He likes... I forget what he likes exactly. But he doesn't like being in the forest. He prefers being very much alone. I think he enjoys the ocean or the desert. One or the other. Yeah, I think he enjoys the desert. So, I usually build a little oasis fishing shack. That's not the oasis, though. Did I have an oasis? Desert, 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 desert. That's right, a lot of my desert got eaten. Okay, well that's alright. Let's see. Since we've eaten up a good portion of our uptime, let's go down. It'll be fun. Let's go see if we can gather more stuff to make better gear. Also, I love what they did with the vines. The vines flower now. They're so pretty. All those little flowers. Doo, doo, doo. Ooh, that was close. So, on the game I'm playing with my friend Saren and my other friend Smirky, we have these items that you can find on Sky Islands, something that we're going to pop up again later. And so that prevents fall damage. It's a very hard thing to get used to not having sometimes. I also have a hook. I don't have a hook yet. Which, again, once you get the kind of mobility things, it's hard to go, oh yeah, I don't have that. Alright. Sorry, got a message on my phone there. I was just responding to it real quick. What else we got? Alright. So we've been up this way. No items, no materials. Oh! That is a trap button. That was hooked because there was used to be a... There it is. You see it? Probably not. It's kind of hard right up there. But there's another one right there. We'll go ahead and dig our way down to it just so you can see it. But there is a boulder trap right here. And those boulder traps do a shite ton of damage. See? So I break it, and I'm going to put a torch there. Oh, hello. Some lead. I don't really care about the lead, but that's a heart crystal. Let's go raise our maximum health some more. Life crystal. Bam. Now, the wonderful thing... Oh, stupid bat. Oh, bats are good because they drop you... Oops. They drop... I think it's to drop the depth meter or the compass, one or the other. I think. It's been a while since I paid a... Okay, hey! Oh, that's beautiful. Here's some silver ore. There's a gravitation potion, so in the morning we'll go looking for stuff. So, we saw that boulder trap up there, and right there is a lovely little chest just sitting there. But if you look, dart trap, dart trap, dart trap, and underneath the chest, explosives. And if we pull this out, we're going to discover, see our wires that go to each trap, and then look, there's another one that runs this way, which means that over this way is another explosive. There it is. And then we'll do this, and we'll check our wires again. We've cleared all the traps. This is a trapped chest, so when I click it, these things will go off. I don't have any statues to activate, or I'd show you that. Gold coin, another mace, cool. Healing potions, spelunker potions, these are my favorite potions. Because, and I'll show you what they do, but you go spelunking. So that's silver, no that's lead. Oh, there's some emerald. Emeralds are good. Let's dig our way over to those emeralds, and I see some pots. When pots are lined up like that, that often means they're on top of a house. Not always, but often, and houses will have chests in them. The house I really need to go looking for, but I'm not anywhere near prepared enough to do it, is in the underground desert. Because the underground desert drops some nice items, and some new items that I'd really like to get a hold of. So far, I've only gotten one of the new items in the underground desert. No, I take that back. One of the new weapons in the underground desert. I've gotten a few of the new items, but I've only gotten the magic weapon. And I really want the spear that drops in the underground desert. Just because it looks cool. What else we got? Okay. Let's see. That's silver. That might be iron. No, can't be iron. I'm not sure what that is. That's okay. We're going to go back over this way. We're just going to explore the... It's not worth digging all the way over there just yet. Okay. There's another dart trap. Traps are so easy to see in this game, but the buttons are often very hard to see. And so it always irritates me a little bit when I end up hitting a trap, because you're like, what? Why? That was so simple. I should have avoided that. But you don't always see the buttons. So like boulder traps especially get me a lot, because you don't see the button, and you're just walking by, and all of a sudden this big ass rock drops on your head and rolls around. Nope, no drop. That's okay. Drop rates on a lot of stuff in this game are really small. Ooh, ow. Helps if I aim the right direction. Ow. There we go. Let's see. Nope, there's a life crystal. Bottom left, hard to see. And there's one top left as well. And they're almost exactly on top of each other. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig over. And I'm going to put a little marker. And then I'm gonna go high enough. Oh look, the nurse arrived. Oh, that's a Shelly. I hate Shellys. No, 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 no. Bite me, snail boy. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So there's a heart there. Yeah, there it is. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for the top one first. Ooh. Okay, that's under sand. So we hit this, and then the sand comes down. So we have to be careful, or else we end up dropping sand on our head and killing ourselves. We don't want to do that. But we do want life crystals. Okay. There's some nice ore up top, but we're not going to worry about that right now because of life crystal. And we've just reached 220 life, which is good. I like guns, but they you unfortunately have to be good at aiming, kind of like in real life. And sometimes I'm great at aiming in this game, and sometimes not so much. Part of the reason why I like guns like the Mega Shark, which costs 35 gold to purchase on average before the happiness changes it, because it's very much rapid fire, and it's a minigun. So there's some topaz below me. I'm going to probably dig down to that. Actually, okay, instead of digging to it, I'll probably use... Oops, it's been 5 minutes already, huh? We'll drink our other Spelunker potion. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is this. I will dig upward a bit, and then we will... Hey, Smirkles! Use a bomb. I've made these bombs into sticky bombs. Nope, 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 nope. Ooh, that was close. Darn bat. Yeah, 3 emerald, 3 ruby, 3 emerald above. I think what we're going to do instead is... Now these are cool because they aim away from you. There's gold. There it is. Whole bunch of gold right up there. That's useful. So you can use them to make shafts once you get a hook or something that lets you balance above them. Or you can use them to make stairwells, which is what I did there. And they only drop in the desert. But they are super useful, and they're one of my... I'm going to say this a lot about 1.4. I catch myself saying it quite a bit. Oh, it's like my favorite thing. It's like my favorite thing. There's so much good that they added in 1.4. It's basically like getting a free sequel almost. They added like something like 1,000 extra items, bringing the total items to the game to like 4 grand. Boom. Pick those up, and we'll use the... Yeah, we'll go ahead and use the last one. Uh-oh. I think that's gold. It should be gold. Yeah, that's gold. Perfect. Did you hear that noise? I don't know if you could hear the noises I'm in the game or not, but that was a granite golem, which means somewhere around here is my absolute favorite biome. It produces granite ore, which is this gorgeous, not ore, granite block, which is this gorgeous blue. Oh, look, there it is. Even. It's this gorgeous blue color. It's my absolute favorite biome. Do a little strip mining here. Oh! Oh, we found that mine track we found last time. Oh, or did we? Yeah, we found that last time. Ah, haha, there is a treasure chest right there. Mother Slime. Mother Slime has a low chance of dropping something that I need to make eventually make the cell phone and the GPS, but oh, you know what I should have done, and I didn't do, but it's okay because I got away with it. I did not. Motherfucker, there it goes. I did not check to see if that was a trapped chest. That would have been very embarrassing. Let's not drown while mining out all this silver and gold. Please. Okay, look. So there's an explosive there, and just over on the other side, and so you can see the thing, is a plunger. So if you land on that plunger, that detonator, that explosive blows, which some of you times you're like, yeah, that's a good idea, except it's always just slightly too close. I love water walking boots. Probably second favorite boot. There's a granite golem. Let's drop this down so I can have a clearer shot. Granite golems, they can go invincible, which is mildly annoying. They also drop night vision helmets. Sometimes it's a rare drop, and they drop a decent amount of gold. Oh crap! Oh, that was close. I have some more bombs, I think. So again, we're doing a little strip mining here. Trying to what is that? Oh, it's one of the beetles. Almost as annoying as the shellies are. Jellyfish. Jellyfishes are useful. Okay, dig ourselves a little breathing hole here. I think. Nope. Let's pray to that. I thought for a second I would be able to drain stuff down that way, but I guess not. And my Splunker potion wore off again. That's okay though. So far I got some nice stuff out of it. There's a little goldfish. Rope. Don't need the rope. How much granite block? I only have 67 granite block. I think I'm going to go farm up some granite block because I like it. Let's first, though, we haven't checked out the entirety of this place yet. Oh, missed. That figures. There we go. Do 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 do. One of these days I'll figure out how to do an overlay so I can like look at chat while I'm playing without pausing what I'm doing. Oh, oh well, whatever. Wait, duh, Jeremy, you just said you were gonna go. Come on, Dungeon. You said you were gonna go dig out a bunch of granite blocks so you could make yourself a granite block room and house, and then you decided to, what, not do that? Because you're silly? Oops. Got my timing wrong. That's okay. Granite block 29, granite block 70 extra. That'll give me 166. That's getting up there. But Hello. What is that down there? Oh, that's just not what I thought it was. Okay. Dynamite. Much bigger explosion radius than the little bombs I was using. Boom. Ah! Haha! That looks like a gem cave. So we're gonna drop one of these. And 300, that should be enough for what I want to do. That is a gem cave. Perfect. Now I can start. Maybe have. Well, actually, I probably have enough. 6 and 9. I'm probably pretty close to having enough to make a hook anyway. A gem hook. And I know. A lot of people are like, no, you shouldn't make a hook out of gems. But you know what? They're quick. They're relatively easy to find. They've got a good distance on them. And I like the way they look. So. Also, adore the gem block wall here. I should probably like bomb it up so I can use it, but I always forget about that until it's too late. Anyway, I don't remember if last time we found a gem. Oh wait, no, duh. Of course we did, because we have the gemmy things. Never mind. Unless I don't remember if we found the gem trees, but we did. We can also use the gems we farm up here to make gem corns. I'm not sure how useful that is, but if we really wanted to make exactly, for example, an emerald tree, which we don't have yet, we could make a gem corn. Alright, that fills me up, and I have enough emeralds to make an emerald hook if I want. There's the nurse. Bam. Oops, I didn't mean to pick that torch up. There we go. So let's go ahead and quick stack this stuff real fast, what it'll take. Building. Bunny statue goes in building. Trap chest goes in building. I did not pick up any plants. That's good. Did not pick up any fish. Explosive goes in building. Minecart goes in building. Detonator goes in building. I picked up a lot of gold ore, didn't I? And we'll turn that stuff into nope, not materials, silly. There we go. So amethyst, emerald, and ruby hook. I think ruby goes the furthest out of all those choices. It's also used to make the ruby staff, which is really nice. 21 magic damage compared to my gun's 17 ranged. But I think I'm going to use my gold. So my silver helmet does 3 defense. That's 4 defense. But this is also 4 defense. I don't have any defense yet. Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do a ruby hook because it's a good color. It's very pretty. Put our emeralds in here. See, I can still make an emerald and amethyst hook. You need 16 gems to make a hook out of it. Oh, I have a gravitation potion. So when it's daytime, I'll show you the gravitation stuff. Materials, fish, plants, building. Where's my equipment? Oh, wait, no, equipment's up there. Yeah. Gotta remember what I'm doing half the time. I picked up a flare gun. They're useful generally. I like them. Oh, I want to put this in the piggy bank. Hammer's too useful. The flare gun is kind of useful in some niche operations, and it's kind of useful for atoms. There we go. For a few other things as well, but for the most part, I don't use them. We're gonna rename this one dyes, because this is used to make red dye, and I'll have to go through later and pull out the stuff that is used to make dye. Let's see. Potions is this one, right? Yep. Shiny potion, danger sense. Shop. Drop that off. Okay. Let's go speed up the evening real quick. So now time runs really fast, and supposedly it increases the drop rate of stars too. I don't know. But the stars disappear at 4:30, so I'm going to drop out of this at about 2:30 game time, and then go pick up as many stars as I can. And we'll do it at 2:05. I got bored. Gives me a couple hours game time to do some searching. And look at this, no stars. Wow, kind of surprising. Maybe because it's raining. I don't know. Oh, there's a star up there. And we'll go the other direction too, just for fun. Yeah, the sunflowers have a pretty long range on them. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think they also prevent the spread of crimson and corruption in hard mode, which is nice. No stars. Some torches. Hey, worm. Oh, where's my? There it is. Yeah. Gotcha. Alright, let's see. Right. We're gonna go see if we can find us a sky island once the sun rises. So, there's start of our graveyard. Oops. Missed. That's okay. You. Boom. Thank you. Another thing we can do, we can check our bestiary and see how we're coming along on zombos. Ow. And things. Oops. Nope. Whatever. I'm a horrible shot today. Oh, and I should not have been looking off away from my character because I walked face first into that zombie. I did not make it out of that zombie apocalypse. Oh, I didn't want to remove my spawn point. I just wanted to lay down. So now it's 4:30 and everything runs away. And great, a goblin army. Well, good news. Once the goblin army is defeated, the goblin tinkerer will start to spawn. The goblin tinkerer is okay. Uptime slowed down, which means either I can't make time go faster, or during the day, or something's nearby. Looks like I just can't make time go faster. Okay. So let's beat up the goblin army real quick. Well, that's okay. It's a dreary, rainy day. Bad day for sky exploration. Not really, I mean. Come on, goblins. Yeah, it did say goblin army was showing up. Okay. Now, the goblin army has a slightly bigger problem in that, whereas in the blood rune it ends and they just go away, the goblin army doesn't go away. It will instead stay until you defeat it. Also notice that unlike the blood moon, the goblins come looking for you. And they knocked my door down. The jerks. Fortunately I picked it up. Goblin armies, it's usually just safer in general. To leave your doors open. That way you have less repairs you have to do. Yep. Jerky McJerkface. And the sorcerers, which teleport everywhere. Oh good, the nurse came down. So the nurse is really good in situations like these because you can use her to heal yourself if you can clear a few seconds. Anyway. Look, Sorcerer McSource Face. Ugh, there we go. These guys drop spiky balls, which beyond sounding funny, are health potion. Nope, nope, nope. That was close, that was close, that was close. But now that I have a half second, let me go heal real quick. Hey, Catherine, heal me, thank you. Spiky balls are useful in a couple of boss fights because they just litter the floor with damaging balls made of spikes. They're kind of the Terraria's version of caltrips. Trying to confuse the archers, it doesn't always work, but you know, it's worth a shot. What are we at? We're about halfway through. Not doing too shabby. I really dislike the Goblin Army, though. I mean, there are some nice drops and other stuff, and it does get you one of the access to one of the more useful NPCs. Anybody who's ever played Monster Super League knows who Tina is. The Goblin Army spawns the Goblin Tinkerer eventually, who is basically the Terraria's version of Tina, but he lets you reforge your items to change their enchantments at a cost, of course. So this angry ball of hurt, I think, or whatever it is, the aiming flaming mace, I could turn into a legendary flaming mace, or hateful flaming mace, or an, you know. Ah, dang it, they took another door down. I forgot to open it, I guess. That's okay. Of course, then you can also turn it into a broken flaming mace, or a, you know, I forget what the other bad ones are. I just know you don't like seeing the gray names. Oh yeah, the sorcerers, unlike the archers, you can actually, and this is really, I think, kind of a neat thing, you can break their magic balls that come flying at your head. No, dang it. I gotta remember what button I put things on. You may have seen me turn around and shoot the purple ball out of the sky with my gun. Guide's gonna die. That's okay, he'll show back up eventually. Okay, we finally defeated the Goblin Army. Now the cleanup. Not sure why the guide followed me that far out. They usually stick pretty near their houses. But whatever. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. Let's put the store back up and see what we got dropped from the old Goblin Army. I got, oh, a harpoon. Harpoons are kind of cool. And it does way more damage than the Undertaker. So let's see, how does it work? So there's no rapid fire with it, but I think it pierces. So now let's see. The nurse should be living right there right now. She'll eventually move to the desert. I also got 171 spiky balls. I got at 2 harpoons. They're the exact same harpoon. Go fig. Okay, what time of day is it? Oh, it's not even noon yet. Good. We will be able to take this then. Let's grab that gravitation potion. Let's put this harpoon in the equipment. We'll put the spiky balls in there too. Grab that gravitation potion. Now this is going to hurt a little, because eventually I have to land. And, okay, there we go. Look at that. We found, okay, this is fishing. So this is a sky lake. So there's certain things you can catch in the sky. And there are certain quests for fishing in the sky. And this is what you need. You need a sky lake. Problem with sky lake. Takes a lot of rope. Gravitation potion only lasts 4 minutes, I think. 3 or 4 minutes. Goodness gracious. We're past 200. We're almost a 300 block on this rope here. Well, we're almost to the ground. Another probably 30 blocks or so. There it goes. Hey, Smirkles has sent me a text message. Wonder why. Sweet. Well, I hope it's not my streaming that's causing connection issues. Like, I mean, I hope it's not me. And it might be. Who knows? So, I'm going by when the sun starts to fade. I haven't hit space quite yet. Yes, there is a space biome, too. Oh, hello. But, yes. Yeah, that's a harpy. I hate harpies. Harpies suck. Now I'm in space. But, this house... And that's exactly what I wanted. Remember when I said there was an item that kept me from taking fall damage? That's it, the lucky horseshoe. And we're going to go ahead and use it to replace this, I think, because that just gives me critical strike chance. And while critical strike chance is useful, I'd rather have the movement speed most of the time, honestly. Okay. Now we're guessing. We're being followed by harpies. Another sky lake. But I've already found one, so I'm not going to really worry about this one. 6 seconds is all I got left, huh? Shit. Yep, okay, well, we found the proper item. Now you can also do a technique called air bricking, where you go boop, and prevent damage that way, but a lot harder. A lot scarier. But so, we're going to put that there for right now. Sky Mill, also used for crafting. Honestly, not 100% certain what the Sky Mill crafts, but it's used for crafting, so it goes down there. With the crafting line. No doofies, that one. There we go. Excuse me. Let's see. Alright. Back underground for more attempts at finding stuff to smith and craft. Can my pickaxe... Mine's meteorite. Okay. Okay. I don't think that harpoon is going to actually work very well. We'll give it a try, but we'll take our regular gun with us just in case. Let's see, I've gone underground there and there. I haven't gone super far underground, period. Let's go through back over here again. And again, we'll admire the lovely vines. Thanks, Smirky. Hello, people who showed up. Boop. Oh yeah, I don't have to air brake anymore because I have fall proof. Yay. Now the only thing I need... Oh, and I have a hook. Thunk. Love hooks. I can actually get rid of my double jump now if I wanted to. I don't want to, but I could. Because between the hook and the anti-fall piece, there's not a lot of worries that I have. I saw something down over here, so we're going to dig down over here. So if you look at the mini-map, top right corner, I saw a cavern. And sure enough, there was a cavern up here. So we're going to go exploring. Let's see what we can find. Hey look! Button. Which means, bam! That's a skeleton. That's both skeletons, okay. Oh, he dropped a hook. So, other than gems, one of the easiest ways you can get a hook early game is to kill skeletons until they drop a hook, and then combine it with a chain, which you craft from a lead bar. I think it's 1 lead bar to 10 chains, something like that. But I went ahead and did the gem hook because the gem hooks have a further distance that they travel. And then as you get rarer materials, the further they go, so on and so forth. There's some nice gold. Do I have? I do. So let's go ahead and... Oh! Hello! That is a fairy. And a fairy will lead you places. Now, he came from above, and he's going that direction. So we're... Huh. Usually you chase them in a specific direction, like the direction they came from, and it leads you someplace. Or so that's been my experience, but he wants me to go this way. So we're going to follow this fairy. And he's leading me to that heart container just over there. I know, it's called like a life crystal, but I like calling it a heart container. All those Zelda vibes, you know. And now he'll fly around it a little bit, and then he'll explode. And that's how we know that's what he was leading us to. Yeah, 260, 280. Ooh, I'm doing better than I thought. That there is silt. This is silt. Silt is good for an extractinator. Don't have an extractinator, but it's good to gather once I get one. Rump. Let's see. Do I go down here? Oh, wait. See that right there? It's right there. Oh, shoot. That's a beam. See the beam? And that means there's a house up there, which you could just barely see. And this is why I like hooks. And as far as I know, the sword statue doesn't do anything other than look good, but we'll take it up anyway. Old miner. Aha! Look at that, an extractinator. Perfect. Now I could set the extractinator down right here, and then drop in all that silt that I just found. But the problem with that is that then I have to carry the stuff that drops out of it, and it eats up a lot of space. Leaving the silt. What is hitting me? Is it the piranha? Probably. There we go. Leaving it in silt form makes it work better. Oh, there's a camp. There's an adventurer camp down there. These will have some neat little decoration things. And then more importantly, they'll have gold. Or, at the very least, copper. You know, money and a campfire. So, see? A gold coin, a campfire, a dead adventurer. That one, sometimes, some of them, sometimes, I don't know, there's a word in there that I'm looking for, but sometimes they'll spawn with like a little campfire and what's the word I'm looking for, folk? Like a bedroll or a tent. which you can't actually collect. Kind of unfortunate. They're just decorative, but they are fun. Okay, so there's nothing else this way, so I guess we go back this way. And yeah, I could use my hook and climb up the other side, but this is actually going to take probably basically the same amount of time. Yeah. And down we go. Whee! Zoop. Zootalo. Ooh, a minecart track. I keep screwing that up. I don't know how many times I've called it a Minecraft in the last, 6 years or however long I've had this game. It's been a while. Cobwebs on the mine track. Ugh. Fortunately. Oh, 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 oh. Those are cool. See that right there? That's a little sapphire formation. You'll get between 1 and like 5, I think. It's either 1 and 3 or 1 and 5. There's another button. Red pressure plate. Really surprised I saw that one. And now we are in the underground desert. There we go. We are not going to go in the underground desert. Still not equipped enough for that. There was some gold there, but I really don't want to run the risk of spawning anything. Ooh, there's a lot. I'll get it later. There's a lot of topaz up there. There we go. I don't really need the topaz. There's an emerald, and there's a tree. That is a ruby tree, I think. Oh, that might be a... No, that's not a ruby tree. What might that be? Amber. That might be an amber tree. It is an amber tree. And I got an amber gemcorn out of it. Nice. There's nothing really. It's also a good choice to, as often as you can, drop your money into your piggy bank. Because that way, when you die, you don't lose any of it. Oh, wow, that was a really short minecart track, comparatively. Or it just felt short. I guess it wasn't short, but it felt like a short minecart track, I should say. Let's, there we go. So the thing I like about the harpoon, it pierces, which means it hits multiple enemies. Super nice. The thing I don't like about the minecart, this thing is you can only shoot one at a time. So you have to wait until it retracts. And while it's not slow by any stretch of the imagination, it is also not fast. And sometimes you just really need it to be faster than it is, you know? Now I could also pull out my hammer if I wanted to, and hammer these half rocks into full rocks, or into sloped rocks. And there is a technique, look, there's another. Boulder trap. There's a technique called hoik, H-O-I-K. Don't know why it's called that. That abuses, not really abuses, but uses, I should say, sloped blocks for travel. Hey, look, another minecart. And I said it right that time. Maha. What else we got? Ooh, gold, gold, gold. Need gold, need gold. I don't think they changed the torchlight distance in the newest update, but it feels like they changed the torchlight distance in the newest update, you know? Dude, oh well. Time is it? 7:13. Okay. Got about 45 more minutes before I'm gonna stop streaming, but it's really funny. Last week, after I finished streaming, I was like, yeah, I want to do that again, I want to do that again, I want to do that again. And then I looked at the recording, because I record these and so I can stick them up on like YouTube or something, since Twitch only keeps them for like 15 days, 14 days. And there was no sound. And I was like, oh my goodness, all I hear is game noise. That sucks. And it took me a few days to figure out what was going wrong. And then I didn't get to test it till tonight. So I was really nervous, actually, that that I was not going to have sound again. Come on. Yes, thank you. So I'm very chuffed that it works. Bam! Ha ha ha. One of the things I'm going to do before I enter hard mode is I want to build a few nice houses. You know, I want to make sure that my NPCs, my pre-hard mode NPCs, are all set up in a happy manner. Oh, okay. That's lava. That's lava in the underground desert. WTF. I've seen this once before on my... Man, I'm finding all the heart containers. I am so happy with that. Really quite chuffed. Ahaha! You know what piercing weapons are really good at? Worms and worm-type enemies. Because they can hit multiple segments. There, very far down here, is one of the... there's a desert chest right there. It has a bust statue. Perfect. One of the things I wanted. Not the thing I was looking for, but one of the things I wanted. No, no, oh shit. Up, up, up. There we go. Oof. I'm only one marker away. Not marker. Only one heart container away from a full amount of heart. I don't actually need the hook. And surely there's one other thing. I don't actually need sandstone block. Is that lead? Oh, that's lead. Okay, never mind. Don't need that either. So now what we're going to do... So last time I was down in one of these, there were quite a few separate instances of chests. So what I'm going to try to do... I'm going to see if I can't nab another chest. There is the golfer. He is the NPC I need to live... There's another chest. Crap. He's the NPC I need to live in the ocean biome because he's one of the few NPCs that actually likes the angler. Go figure. So, also, real quick, I'm going to sell him some stuff that I don't need. Sword shrine. That. Ow. Jerk. Jerk, 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 jerk. I know there's no value in selling him those, but I'm going to sell them to him anyway. Okay. He's new in 1.4. They always have funny names that are based off of real or fictional golfers. And the or fictional part. That's what I was after. The Storm Spear. Heck yeah. That's an Eye of Cthulhu summoning item. Some potions. Heck yeah. Now, as I understand it, the Storm Spear has a good range to it. There's one more item that I want out of those chests, other than this magic conch and the sand boots. As I understand it, the Storm Spear's got a pretty good range to it, and it can hit multiple times. And yeah, its base damage is only 12, but if it hits multiple times, that's really, really good. So, and thus far, that seems accurate. Yeah, see, it hit that one 3 or 4 times, so there's some copper. 2 silver and a copper. Nice. Now, yes, I know earlier when I said I could technically remove my double jump, and I can. Technically, I can remove the double jump. But in situations like this, it's super useful when you're falling and you're like, crap, there's lava below, and then click. No more lava. Oh, watch this. I can maybe... Never mind. Hang on. Let's deal with this guy first. Come on. Come on, jerk. Where are you at? See? Look at that. Look at that. Piercing weapon against a worm. It does 12 whole damage. So much less damage. I hear another worm. Come on, Bubba. Come on. Ah, there he is. Yo, jerk. Came at me. Cattywampus. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Oh. This is Desert Fossil. Desert Fossil is like Silt, only instead of dropping... I mean, it drops a lot of the same stuff that Silt drops, but it also drops a dinosaur pet. Very rarely. Very, very rarely, actually. We're going to put that there. Extremely rarely, unfortunately, but that's okay. So one of the things we're going to do next is we're going to go into the desert, the one off to the right, not the corrupted desert, and we're going to build us in a there we go. We're going to build us up a place to put the nurse and the gunslinger in the desert, and then we're going to go back out, and I'll probably do that one off camera. Maybe not. We'll go back out to the ocean and we'll move the golfer into the ocean, and then once the golfer is in the ocean, we'll be able to go and purchase the ocean piece, and we'll be able to purchase the desert pylon, and with a little luck, at that point we'll be able to purchase the forest pylon there in the center, and we'll have the beginnings of a nice little pylon network. But first, I bought some scarab bombs from somewhere, right? There we go. Oh yeah, and like Minecraft, if you drop items into the lava, they go away. There is a minimum amount of lava needed to delete an item, though. So one of the things you can do is you can create a lava farming trap once you get a bucket. And actually, I should probably make a bucket. I usually do this around my house. I'll make a little lava pit that the enemy will just run right into because they're chasing you. And if you set it right, they'll fall into it. And then at that point, I'm not going to mine that out of the lava, by the way. Oh, look, there's another house. Do you see the house down there? Ooh, ow. No. Okay, that's a regular worm. I'm not as worried about regular worms as I am about the tunnel crawlers, or whatever they're called, tomb crawlers. Another extractinator. This is how I usually find extractinators, is just sitting in a house. Oh, right. Crap. Okay. And there's the Thunder Zapper. This is one of my favorite magic weapons. Look at how fast that is. It's ridiculously fast. I love everything about it. Hunter Potion. Let's see what the enemies look like. Yeah. And there's nothing there I want to... We'll go ahead and we'll take the extractinator anyway, just because there's a frog statue and a bird statue here. A couple of torches. And that's why I like hunter potions. Jerk. Okay. Well, I guess I ought to go back home. I'm actually surprised I'm doing so well here in the desert. Desert usually is a bit of a problem. Oops. See, now those are gone because, well, the lava's too deep, so we lost those items. But, man, I really want to see what's below. Here's my problem with adventuring, and I usually this happens when I have like 30 golds in my name because I've gotten lucky or something. But I'll go adventuring and I'll be like, yeah, let's find this stuff. Yeah, let's do this stuff. Yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm dead. My inventory is completely full, and there's nothing I can do about it. So, where's my... Where'd it go? Oh, that's right. We put it in a box, I think. Sandstone. Where's my desert fossil block? Because I should have quite a bit of it. And I don't remember where it went. I don't know where it went, I should say. Oh, the Bast statue, which is something that I mentioned a minute ago that I was really happy with. It gives a defense bonus whenever you're nearby. So, that's super freaking useful. Plants. Gets the, not the amber, gets the gem cone. There we go. Where did it go? Unless I had it up here some reason. Not in equipment. Shouldn't be in equipment, but you never know. Oh, and campfires. If you plant a campfire near your house, it increases your health regen. See? Potions. Is it in my inventory? There they are. There's that desert fossil. Maybe we'll get lucky. I don't think we're gonna get lucky. It's only out of what 150 or whatever it was, 170. I don't think we'll get lucky, but we might. Plenty of sturdy fossil, which is a building item basically. See, this is why I didn't want to dump this stuff while I was down below onto the extractinator. Look at that. All that stuff I'm carrying now. I gotta get out of the habit of opening doors, like with right click. Okay, amber comes here. 10 ore. 10 is the copper analog. Tungsten is the silver analog. Iron is the lead analog. Sturdy fossil, that goes under atoms because that can be built into stuff. Platinum is the analog to gold. Yeah. Building. Give it. Oh, there's a diamond. Didn't see that I got a diamond. Nice. Excuse me. Materials. There we go. What else we got that's going to get put away? This is red pressure plate. That'll go into building. I forget which pressure plate does what. I'll have to look that up later. Those will get sold. Gesture zeros are really useful, but they're going to sell those too. This is building. It gets the other extractinator. Shop. Let's go ahead and sell these. Click, click, click. Desert Torch. We'll keep those for right now. You know what we might do? Yeah, I think we're gonna do actually. I've now got a very nice melee range combo because one pierces really well and the other one rapid fires. First thing I'm gonna do, like the third time I've thought about it, let's make a couple of these. I'm at 160 mana. Okay. And now let's open up our ore. Let's see if we can't make some gear, maybe. I can't make a chest piece still, but poop. I really need to make a chest piece. So, there does exist in this set bonuses, which is really nice. So let's see. I can make a silver chainmail piece. So that's 3, 4, 4. Let's, for fun, see what happens if I make the silver greaves, which is only 3 by itself. But now I get a set bonus of 3 defense. So my defense now is 13. If I put the gold greaves on, my set bonus is 11. So I'm going to do it that way. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a gold helmet as well. And then eventually I'll be able to make the gold chest piece. And once that happens, I'll switch over to an all gold set. Owls. Owls sell pretty well. No, I didn't need that. Right. Adventuring. We're gonna put in adventuring. We're gonna put our gold set. I know. It should go in equipment, but I'm looking to wear it. So, Bass Statue raises my defense by 5 when I'm nearby it. Let's see, potions. I want an iron skin potion. I want a shine potion to make it easier to see. We're gonna try to fight a monster. We're gonna try to fight a boss. Typically, what is that flashing down there? We're gonna summon the Eye of Cthulhu. Typically I would build an arena for this, but I had the summon item, so I wanted to try it. Come on. And I have the full 400 health now, so I'm actually probably slightly over-prepared for this, which is okay. I don't have enough damage on my weapons, of course. Ow. See, I'm only doing one. My pet's doing 1s. I'm doing like 7s with my rapid fire staff. But because of the little eyes he has, where is he? There he is. Come on. And my defense right now is 26 between the Iron Skin Potion adding 8 and the Bass Statue adding 5. That took my that literally doubled my armor. So he's only doing 4 damage to me. At least until my Iron Skin Potion wears off. But I have, what, 7 minutes on that? He'll die long before then. Pick up a Mana Star. He'll transform here in a second. Right now, he's just a big eye guy. And then here, there we go, we hit half health. Now he stops dropping the little dudes, which is problematic. and he gains a charge attack. At least in hard mode he does. But look, his defense dropped. I'm doing like 12s now instead of doing 4s with the staff. Come on, where are you at? There you are. So, in hard mode, he gains a charge attack, which makes this a lot harder. Not in hard mode, in expert and master. Hard mode is when is a character thing, not a world thing. There we go. But in expert, he would also have dropped a bag, and in that bag would have been something called the Shield of Cthulhu, which is super useful. BT dubs. However, let's see, I do believe, it's one of these last ones. Nope. I could have sworn I had another Eye of Cthulhu. Perhaps not. Well, this is Crimtane ore. It's going to come in the ore step for right now. Did I leave it in my adventuring books? Nope. Okay, I guess I don't have it. That's okay. Shop. Bamf. What am I at? 160, so I only need 2 more stars. That's not bad. You go in there. You go over there, because I'll need you later. You go in your potions box. Crimson seeds will go into the plants. Downstairs. Crimson seeds, which don't become deathweed, I don't think. They might. I don't remember. Alright. Now, the beautiful thing about Eye of Cthulhu, which you can actually create farming things with for using lenses and some other stuff. Oops. There we go. We can make Crimtane bars. Not a lot, but enough to make some nice weapons, which definitely do more than those do. But I'm going to make the fishing rod first, because I like to fish. I know, fishing's pretty boring for most people though, so... And it's probably pretty boring to watch, so I'm going to probably not do a lot of on-screen fishing, at least for a while. There we go. We'll stick it in with the fish. That's my backup pole now. What time is it? 7:35. For the record, it's my daughter's birthday today. She's been binging on the new Animal Crossing game, and right now she's playing something on her cell phone, because she got a different cell phone too. She got my old one this time. Alright, we're going to actually pick up this bass statue, since it's the only one I have. Well, sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, and what the heck is that blinking? Of course, now it stopped, but you guys saw it, right? You saw that flashy down here. See, there it is again, very bottom of the screen. There is a thing called a elevator, by the way, which is basically you dig a shaft, however many blocks wide, usually 2 to 3 blocks wide, as far down as you, as all the way down to hell. There we go. And yes, there is a hell in this game. There's some neat stuff down there. I need to kill the next boss. There's really only 2 bosses you have, well, 3 bosses you have to kill. Whoops. Before you progress. Eye of Cthulhu is one of them. Technically, you don't have to kill it to progress, but it will randomly spawn at some point while you're doing things anyway, so you know, you're going to end up killing it to progress. So there's him. My golfer's still lost down there. Yeah. In addition to the Eye of Cthulhu, there is either the Eater of Worlds or the Brain of Cthulhu, depending on if you're on Corruption or Crimson. We're on Crimson, so we have the Brain of Cthulhu, which you'll need in order to create not the end-game armors for normal mode, but they are extremely useful and important armors. So, come see, come saw. And then, and you, if you really want to survive early hard mode, you really do want. Oh, that's right. We got a kind of oasis. We didn't get a great oasis, but we got a kind of oasis. Okay. So what we're gonna do, because I want to build an oasis fishing spot, what we're gonna do is we're gonna mine some sand. Come on. There we go. From over on the edge here. That's right, I moved it. You get in a habit sometimes, you know, of having things in a certain spot. So we're going to come over here and we're going to mine up a bunch of sand. Yeah, we got a really wide oasis is what we got. Nothing wrong with that. Actually, I rather like having the wider oasis. The problem is that our water is not anywhere close to deep enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to mine up a bunch of sand, which I've probably mined more than I really need to for this, but that's okay. We're going to just keep going a little bit. And then we're going to make a bucket out of some lead, which we just passed some silver and some lead, but I hate mining out of sand. And we're going to shore up the east wall of the oasis. Yeah, that's close enough. We could do it this way too. But then I run the risk of that happening. Whoop, whoop. My neighbor's mowing his lawn at 7:40 at night. Go fig. So now we got some sand. We're going to shore up this east wall. Then we're going to make some bucket. We'll come up 4, I guess. You know. Got used to it being there again. Okay. And now what I'm doing is I'm going to flatten this out a little bit so I can plant more palm trees. Oh, excuse me. And then I am going to leave a hole kind of like this, because that way the zombies can't jump up there easily, because they'll walk down and then they'll jump usually. So I just want to try to protect my oasis from the zombie menace. Oh, this one goes up even higher than that. Hang on, how high does this go? Wow. Okay. Another part about this is going to be, if I make this high enough, there we go. Now, it'll take a lot, and I do mean a lot. Got some, sweet. It'll take a lot of bucket trips and water to get this, not filled, but, you know, high enough to fish in. And that's okay. But then, I'll be able to make some stuff. Oh, wait. I did put some palm wood there. Okay. So, first things first, like we did last time, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3. And we're going to make a little platform. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Let me put that like that. Okay. Not that wood, this wood. Thank you, palm wood. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the hard part about this is I do not count again. Just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, I did it again. Same mistake I made before. Okay. And one of the things that's going to be hard about this is I'm not going to have enough palm wood right away to make this happen the way I want it to. Which is kind of a sad face thing. Oops. But we're going to get at least kind of close. And we're going to produce one of my favorite things. Tiki torch. Bam. Haha, I like the tiki torch. And I'll be able to make one palm wood door, because doors take 6. Sadly, nothing on this side. Can't make a chair or nothing yet. Out of palm wood anyway. Unless I go way over there to the ocean. Don't have the stuff to go to the ocean yet. That's okay. Let's put the dragonflies away. They're 20% bait, so where's my order? There. Uh-oh. There's a problem. There we go. Like so. Those are 5 or 10% bait. So we're going to actually move that over 1. I'll catch them later. Actually, no, you know what? I'll catch them now. Change my mind. They're right there. But 10%. And then there's a black scorpion, which is slightly rare. That's, oops, he went away. Okay. There's a black scorpion that's slightly rare. That's a 15% bait power. So now what am I doing? Well, simple enough. I'm making it a little harder for zombies to get up to my door. And actually, a little harder for me to get up to my door. But that's okay. I have the hook. Pupfish. Not sure what it's for. Other than selling. But they're cute, so I'll let it slide this time. Alright, I get you. 10% bait power. There we go. Shop. Yeah, I know I could have sold it to the dwarf, but that sells good. That sells good. That is not going anywhere. That's part of my arena. Build desert torches. Okay, I came back here for water, specifically for lead. I have 21 lead. That should let me make 7 buckets. Copper, lead bar, lead bucket. And then 8 because I have oh, right. There we go. Yep, that's everything. Okay. And I could get this water from anywhere, but there was a nice pool just to the right of that spot. So that's where I'm going to go get most of my water from. Oh, in my crafting spot, you might have seen a bookshelf off to the left. That is a later game crafting. It's used to make 3 or 4 different magic weapons. So technically, I don't need to put it in there until hard mode because it's not. I'm so dumb sometimes. Where's my plants? Can I reach it from here? Nope. Okay. Should have got the acorns. Because in my plants, I had acorns that I can then use to plant more palm trees. And so while I'm running water, the palm trees will grow, and I can cut them down to continue building my shack there. Some days I'm not so smart. I'm just glad I remembered it. Granted, I remembered it late, but I remembered it nonetheless. Oh, and bookshelf. There's lots of different bookshelves, and technically, you know, it doesn't have to be in my big crafting area. I could put it as decoration anywhere because I won't need it unless I want to craft 3 or 4 specific items very much later in the game. But I like it where it is. And a lot of people don't do the big crafting spot like that, which is cool. You know, everybody does their own thing. I like the big crafting area personally because I don't have to think about it as hard. Haha. Okay, now watch. Let's put those up there. Now we can plant these. I don't actually know how close is too close for these. I know typically they take 2 spots, and so I try to space them out where they'll have room to grow. But I don't actually know how much room they need to grow, and I don't know how close they'll grow together. Now I know that they will eventually grow right there. Dang it. Stupid daybloom. And so that's what we're doing. There is a thing that you can get in a, I think it's even in the underground desert, and it's one of the funnier new items, but it's a like 10-ton weight, and it prevents you from picking anything up. That's all it does, prevents you from picking up items, which is kind of entertaining because then you can just pick it up out of your inventory by clicking on it, and eventually you'll be able to, you know, you'll be able to pick stuff up while it's in your hand, so to speak. So I guess there's some usefulness for it, you know, if you're going mining and you don't really want to pick up all those bricks that drop or something, but oh look, 1 spawned. Nice. 2 spawned. This one spawned too. I think that one's one I planted earlier. Oh well. making me a fishing spot. I like oasis fishing. Part of the reason why you build fishing holes is because you can get crates specific to your biome that have the same drops as a chest in that biome. So, the oasis, being a desert biome, when you fish in the oasis, you'll find the oasis crates. I forget what the specific name is. It might actually be oasis crate, which then means you'll drop the stuff that was in. Oops, I missed. That is in the desert chest. Very useful. Especially if you're looking for a specific item and you've explored the entirety of that particular biome. One particular culprit from this are ice skates. Ice skates drop in frozen chests. I think they're called frozen chests. They're ice biome chests. And they drop in ice biome crates. And what they do is they allow you literally to skate on ice. Kind of a dumb moment, right? But it's also super helpful. I think I drained, not all of it, most of it. It's also super helpful because ice sucks. It prevents you from falling through the frost ice, which it's very possible to do so. And it prevents you from slipping and sliding too much on the regular ice. So, dang it, really? I don't want to cut the reeds and stuff down, which is why I'm not really attacking those guys. I think they're pretty. I want to leave them. So we'll come over here and get some more water. Technically, I could have built my fishing shack right here because this has enough desert background that the whole thing registers as a fishing bit. But I want to build it in the middle of the desert area, the oasis area, because if I screw something up and I end up making it not a desert biome anymore in that spot because I've deleted or I've removed too many pieces of background or too many sand blocks or something, then I have to go back and repair it. I am so much less likely to do that in the middle of the biome than I am at the edge of the biome. So I'm building in the middle of this biome instead. That way, I don't have to worry. Also, once I get the couple of different things that I'm after, once I get the Lord Almighty, once I get the pylons, then I'll just set my house, my bed, my spawn point pretty much anywhere I want to set it. Oh, another black lens. That's really lucky. I don't usually get multiples of those. Ow. Haha. And down he goes like a 2,000 flushes. Ooh, another Demonite banner. I'll probably hang that one up near the desert biome just because. Oops, Zombo. Then again, maybe not. Oh, that's right. I was going to check the bestiary. We'll do that. Let's put this last group in. We'll teleport back home. We'll check the bestiary, and then we'll pretty well be done for the evening. Oh my good lord, 3 black lenses tonight. I spent like 3 hours trying to get one to make an optics staff a couple weeks ago. Trying to get, and I've got 3 tonight. That is crazy lucky. Bink. Okay. We got enough stars. Wait. Do I have 2 stars in my adventuring chest or 1? Oh, I have 3 stars. That should give me my full 200 mana. Alright, we are full up. And in our bestiary, let's see, we wanted to check on those zombos. Nope, we've not quite killed 50 of these zombos, so I can't see its drops yet. Or those. Or those. Ah, but I have killed 50 of these zombos. So we can see its drops and their drop rates. 0.4% for the zombo arm, which is a really good early game drop weapon. 2% for the shackle. We've seen a few of those. These may or may not have the same thing. Also gives you the average amount of gold or coinage they drop. Let's see. Next page. I've not killed 50 zombos yet, but I do see all the zombo drops, which means I'm getting close for those. Nope, nope, nope. Aha! Getting close for those. Not killed 50 of these yet. What is that? Summons the Blood Moon. That's new. That right there, very new. Tells you what their health, their attack damage is, their knockback taken, which I think, you know, and their average defense. That is something that I really want because it increases my damage by reducing their defense. That we got one, and after we kill probably 1 or 2 more Blood Moons, we'll see that. This guy, only killed 1 of them so far, so I don't even know if he drops anything, even though I know he drops things. Tripler, not quite killed enough for that one yet. The Ghost spawns in a graveyard. Giant Worm, nope. Wow, I haven't killed 50 of either of those slimes. Let's see. But I can do this. Check this out. Servant of Cthulhu is already complete. Cthulhu himself is complete. Bosses, you only have to kill 1 to find out. So, 30 to 90 Crimtane. We got 60 something, which is good. Binoculars are kind of useful. Cthulhu Mask and a trophy. We'll kill him for the trophy eventually. Here's those goblins. Those are irritating things. Blood crawlers. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Oh, getting close on the jungle back. Desert Sandstorm. Let's see, what else is there? Granite Golem killed the whole one of those. A couple of those. Killed like, what, 3 of those maybe? The one thing I wish they would do is have a little track bar to tell you how many we've killed. I have this track bar that tells me how much of the overall bestiary I've completed, but I don't have something that tells me the individual creature, you know? Which is mildly annoying. The guide has a 100% chance to drop the green cap. Go fig. Because he's died once, I guess, is why I saw that. Oh, hey, this tells me what they like. She likes the Hallow, which is way later game. He likes living underground. He likes the ocean. He likes the desert. He likes the surface. Well, 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 well. How interesting. I didn't know they did that. Gold squirrel, gold bunny, blue fairy. Oh, I didn't know they only came out at night. That's interesting. I never really paid attention to how I picked them up, you know? Okay, haven't quite killed enough of the blue slime, but that is the other early game summon weapon. Also very hard to get, very low drop chance. And this one was a cute little baby slime. I like the finch better. I think the finch is cuter, but the slime staff is super cool too. I like it a lot. Angry dandelion. Oh, they only spawn on windy days. That's good to know. Wow, I haven't even killed. Look at that, 1% on a black lens from that guy. Okay, well, that is gonna do us for today, I think. Thank you guys for coming and sitting and watching and having a good time, or hopefully having a good time. I had a good time. As per usual, we're gonna shoot for every Thursday at 6 o'clock Central. If you want to come listen to me Bob Ross my way through some Terraria, perhaps Bob Ross with a little more cursing, but you know, whatever. You guys have a good night, and I look forward to seeing you later.